as the opening ceremony begins. Well, if you're just tuning in, they're going to have the opening ceremony here at Hanover Insurance Park at Fitton Field to start the Shrewsbury, Massachusetts and River Dogs main game between these teams. Let's see how this goes. Northeast American Legion Regional Tournament. And as you can see, coming in from the right field, they bring out the American flag. All the young gentlemen with their hats off. And we'll tune in as soon as the ceremony is over. Well, we're back, and what a great little ceremony there. National anthem, and Legionnaires coming out with the American flag, and there's nothing better than that. People that serve our country, veterans, people still serving, fallen soldiers, you know, and you really, really start to soak it all in when you're out here. And it's ready to play some baseball. There's nothing better than baseball. Hopefully these clouds hold off. Little rain forecast coming our way. But we will get this game started. On the third base side, we have the host team, Shrewsbury, Massachusetts, post 397. Down on the first base line in the white, we have the home team, which is weird because Shrewsbury, Mass, obviously they are the host team. They are the away team. The home team today is the River Dogs, hailing all the way from Maine. And Shrewsbury will come up first. And we'll be underway very soon. As center field plays in the background here at Hanover Insurance Park, at Fitton Field, at the College of Holy Cross. And the home team will take the field right now, the Maine River Dogs. On the mound today for the River Dogs will be Wyatt Harriman. Behind the plate will be number 14, the catcher, Adam Rush. From left to right, we have Keith Pomeroy. He's number 3. He'll be the third baseman. At shortstop, we'll have Gavin Patridge. He's number 2. At second base, we'll have Nate Alleyne. He's number 1. The first baseman, Nick Lorenzo. He's number 12. Out in deep left center field, we'll have Derek Dendro. He's number 18. In center field, it'll be number 4, Sam Economy. And in right field, number 10, Jackson Thayer. And that's the defense for these Maine River Dogs. Playing the host, but away team, the Shrewsbury, Massachusetts, post 397. And leading off for Shrewsbury, Massachusetts will be number 11, Sean Bunton. He's the left fielder. Batting second, number 3, the center fielder, TJ Morgera. Batting third, number 44, the first baseman, Matt Livingston. Batting fourth, the DH, number 24, John West. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 2, Mike Bonolo. Batting sixth, number 5, Chris Wright. He's the second baseman. Batting seventh, number 23, Christian Siciliano. He's the catcher. Batting eighth, number 7, the third baseman, Tyler Hopping. And batting ninth, number 10, Ryan Conan. He's the shortstop. And we're just about ready to get this game underway. As Wyatt Harriman takes the mound. And Sean Bunton steps up to the plate, the lefty. And fouled off for the first pitch down the left field line. It'll be 0-1. And if you missed the last game, it was a close one, 1-0, as Lawrence, Mass took down the New Hampshire champ, Nashua, New Hampshire. Earlier today, we had Stamford, Connecticut defeated 11-1 by the Rhode Island champs. And the second game, Southington, Connecticut was taken down 4-3 by the Vermont champions. That ball's ripped past the third baseman. That'll be a base hit for the leadoff batter. And Shrewsbury, the host team, gets their first man on, Sean Bunton. He'll be on at first. Up second,
number 3,
TJ Morgera. He'll step in with a man on. No outs. And Wyatt Harriman will pick off. No pitch. From the stretch, the pitch. Bunted. That's a good bunt there. Third baseman charges it. He throws it. And then he'll throw it back to the shortstop. It'll get away from him. It looked like Bunton was going to try to take third. He slipped, fell, and got back to the bag as the throw was off. So that'll be a sac bunt for TJ Morgera as he moves the base runner over to second base. As the sun starts to go down, the lights start to turn on here at Hanover Insurance Park. Matt Livingston steps up and takes a big cut. The big lefty, the first baseman. It's now 0-1. Shortstop and second baseman holding the runner at second. Another big cut there by the first baseman. Ball high. It's 1-2, fouled off. Swung on and missed. That's the first strikeout here for Wyatt Harriman.
Designated hitter number 24.
The designated hitter, John West, will step up with 2 outs, man on second. And the pitch. Blooped out to right field. That'll be Jackson Thayer. He's going back, and he catches it for the 3rd out of the inning. So through the first, no runs, no hits, or 1 hit, no errors, no runs scored. We'll head into the bottom of the first. We'll be back after these important messages.
Today, more than ever before, women are on the front lines of America's defense. These brave women struggle and sacrifice to help keep our country secure. They deserve to be recognized for their service as guardians of freedom. Please support the American Legion's efforts to serve the growing number of women veterans. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help. America, meet Greg Anderson, served 2 tours in Afghanistan, Bronze Star and Purple Heart recipient, and unemployed. The unemployment rate among transitioning service members is unacceptably high, much higher than the general population. Veterans are a proven commodity. They're mature, reliable, and hardworking, and they deserve a chance to get back to work after serving their country. Do you really want to honor a veteran? Hire one. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help. Today, more than ever before, women are on the front lines of America's defense. These brave women struggle and sacrifice to help keep our country secure. They deserve to be recognized for their service as guardians of freedom. Please support the American Legion's efforts to serve the growing number of women veterans. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help. America, meet Greg and...
All right, we're back here in the bottom of the first as Carson Haubin takes the mound. The host team, Shrewsbury, Mass, got their leadoff man on, but nothing doing in the top of the first. We'll have the top of the order for the River Dogs coming up. Sam Economy. I like that last name, Economy. I was an economics major at Central Connecticut.
Leading off for the River Dogs, center fielder number 4, Sam Economy.
Looks like the umpires are calling time. Something's happening in the bullpen. And we'll play ball. Economy at the plate. The pitch from Hampden was a ball. 1-0. Ball high, 2-0. Hampden already fallen behind. Another pitch, ball outside, 3-0. Tough to come back when it's 3-0 here. You got to think he's going to try to give an automatic strike here, try to lay one over. So the hitter's probably not swinging. And it is 4 pitches, 4 balls, and a walk to lead off the bottom of the first inning.
Left fielder number 18, Derek Gendro.
Derek Gendro, number 18, he'll step up with a man on first. As he wiggles that bat, shows bunt, pulls it back though, ball outside, 1-0. Third baseman up on the grass. Small lead at first. He goes, offers for it, but it gets by the catcher, so it's almost as good as a bunt. Moves the base runner over to second base. That's got to be a wild pitch.
No, I think in that case you have to give the runner the advantage. He was going on the pitch, so it's a stolen base.
Stolen base. Okay. Thank you, Paul. And they're bunting again. Nobody's going to grab it. The catcher grabs it, and they call him safe. Wow. It looked like no one was going to call it, and it looked like the pitcher was going for it. Then he hesitated. The first baseman was going towards it. He hesitated. Finally, Christian Siciliano picks it up, and he cannot throw him out. So that's going to be a base hit there on a bunt for Derek Gendro. Nick Lorenzo, the 3-batter, will step in. The Maine River Dogs now have first and third, no outs. Picked off. Tries to pick off at first. He head nods, looks for the sign, pitches, ball low, 1-0. And already the River Dogs putting the pressure on the host team, Shrewsbury, Massachusetts. Carson Hampden comes to a set. Tries to pick off at first again, keeping that runner honest there. Not trying to put a second runner in scoring position.
I don't know if you mentioned it, but this is what is believed to be Hampden, Maine's first ever appearance.
Really?
In the region.
We did not mention that. Thank you for saying that, Paul. And that's hit up the middle to the second baseman. He's going to toss to the shortstop over to first base. That's a 4-6-3 double play, but the run does score.
No RBI.
No RBI, but the run will score. Now there's 2 outs, nobody on. And the 4-batter, Keith Pomeroy, will come up. And that pitch is low for a ball. 1-0. And already off to a little quicker start than our last game, Paul.
For sure.
That ball's in the dirt for ball 2. As we just saw Lawrence, Massachusetts take down the New Hampshire champs 1-0. That ball's hit up the middle again, deflected by the pitcher. He's going to have to barehand it, and it's too late. He's safe. It's got to be another hit.
Shortstop, number 2, Gavin Partridge.
And you got to think, if he hadn't have hit that, would that have gotten up the middle?
I think it would have.
Yeah.
Either case, it's a base hit.
So another man on for these River Dogs is Gavin Partridge.
Ouch.
Patridge. Yeah, and that deflected, fouled off the catcher's mask. That's why you wear one. But Patridge will come up with a man on first, 2 outs. He falls behind 0-1. Short lead there for Pomeroy at first. And he dives back easily. Tries to pick off. Little weird call in Maine. He checks swings, it gets by. I don't think they're going to call that a strike. It's kind of weird calling the Shrewsbury, Massachusetts host team the away team. You know what I mean?
Well, they are. They lost the flip.
They lost the flip. Now there's a guy on second. Pomeroy advances on that pass ball. That ball's inside, 2-1. Hit right at the shortstop. Hops, he bobbles it, collects himself, gets it over there, and he calls him safe again. Ooh, that was a close one. And the Shrewsbury coach will walk out and have a little conference, trying to settle down his team. You know, that was a rocket hit at the shortstop, Paul, and he just bobbled it. Could not make the throw. They're going to mark that one an error.
Yes, sir.
So a walk, a hit, a double play, a single, and then an error. Leaves the Maine River Dogs up 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Now we have first and third, 2 outs. Jacob Lorenzo, the DH, he'll step up to the plate. The pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Short lead at first. Pitch blocked, low and outside. That'll be ball 1. Evens the count 1-1. Number 21, Jacob Lorenzo, really trying to knock this one open here, getting a couple more runs in the bottom of the first. And the throw to second will be cut off by the shortstop. No attempt at a tag. He'll flip it back to the pitcher. So now 2 runners in scoring position after that error. Second and third, 2 outs. 2-1 count. Pitch from Hampden. Strike on the outside corner. 2-2. Swung on and missed. That'll be a strikeout to end the inning. But not before the River Dogs take a 1-0 lead on 2 hits, 1 error, a walk, and 2 men left on base. We'll be back after these important messages from American Legion.
Today, more than ever before, women are on the front lines of America's defense. These brave women struggle and sacrifice to help keep our country secure. They deserve to be recognized for their service as guardians of freedom. Please support the American Legion's efforts to serve the growing number of women veterans. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help. America, meet Greg Anderson, served 2 tours in Afghanistan, Bronze Star and Purple Heart recipient, and unemployed. The unemployment rate among transitioning service members is unacceptably high, much higher than the general population. Veterans are a proven commodity. They're mature, reliable, and hardworking, and they deserve a chance to get back to work after serving their country. Do you really want to honor a veteran? Hire one. Go to legion.org/honor-veterans to find out how you can help.
All right, and we're back here in the top of the second inning as Shrewsbury, Massachusetts will come up to bat. They're going to try to tie this game up or try to take the lead here as the host team. We'll have Mike Bonolo.
Right fielder, number 2, Mike Bonolo.
Mike Bonolo. Sorry, check that. The right fielder, he'll come up, the lefty, to face Wyatt Harriman. And that pitch will be low and inside for ball 1. Another ball high and upstairs. You know, Paul, in that inning really started off with that bunt.
Yeah, it did.
You know, and it looked like there were 3 guys surrounding that bunt, and nobody made the play on that. And we've seen small ball really come into play today in a lot of these games. That'll be a strike, 2-1.
Well, I'm going to guess that they use wood bats all season long, and that's the name of the game when you use wood bats, is small ball. Low-scoring games, hopefully.
Yeah, now in the, well, at least in Connecticut and most other states in Northeast, they use wood bats during the summer, but in the Northeast regional game, they are allowed to use an aluminum bat.
And in the World Series.
And in the World Series. That'll be fouled back. Now the count's full, 3-2. And a lot more pop, you know, you see less ground balls or less double plays with the wood bat and usually lower batting averages, which is what Paul's talking about. You got to use small ball, and that'll be popped up. It looks like that's going to go out of play. They won't have a chance at that one as it drops off the third base dugout. You know, when I played in middle school and up until early high school, we had BESR composite bats. And
they are allowed to use BSR bats, even in the state of Connecticut, but they got to be wood BSR.
Okay, wood BSR, and that's ripped past the second baseman, and the right fielder will come up, and he's not going to throw that. But that's a leadoff hit for Mike Bonolo.
My personal opinion is you don't get much more pop out of a BSR wood bat, except you might get a little more life of the bat, if you will. They won't break.
Well, I know the aluminum bats, they were powerful, and people were getting hurt because they were hitting the ball so hard, so they switched over to the BB Core midway through my high school career. And that'll be a bunt by Chris Wright. The third baseman will come up, scoop it. The first baseman tries to scoop it, gets by him, and Bonolo will advance to third. So that bunt moving the runner from first to third on the air by the third baseman. Great bunt, though, by Chris Wright.
That'll go as a sacrifice E5.
Sack E5. Yep. Because he did get that sack down, then an error on the throw. So now it's first and third, no outs. And Shrewsbury, Massachusetts coming right back, showing that fight, the host team here. Christian Siciliano will drop that in over the second baseman's head, and that'll score a run. That'll be an RBI single for Christian Siciliano.
Third baseman, number 7, Tyler Hampden.
Chris Wright will advance to second. There was no play there. And Shrewsbury knocking at the door again, first and second, no outs. Tyler Hopping at the plate. He's the third baseman. First baseman up on the grass, not even holding the runner. Big lead. Another bunt, pulls back. Ooh, and if you're on second base, there was nobody covering third there. There's absolutely nobody covering third. The third baseman is up on the grass. I would just go right now if I was him. Now they're moving him back. I think they're figuring out that that's not the move to do. He has to hold the bag. He has to anchor. They're going to bunt. He's just going to steal and rip it. He's got a running start. The left fielder will throw it in. It's cut off. Wow. A lot of moving parts there. And Tyler Hopping rips it between the third and shortstop for a single. Now loads the bases for Shrewsbury.
Shortstop number 10, Ryan Conant.
Ryan Conant. Any drop, is he going to drop it in? Nope, it's popped up to the right fielder. The throw at the plate is way off, way off, but cut off by the catcher. That'll be an RBI sac fly for Ryan Conant. And Shrewsbury, just like that, just when they go down, they come back and score 2 runs in the top of the second to take a 2-1 lead. It'll be first and second, 1 out. And the leadoff batter, Sean Bunton, will come up, the lefty. Big hole on the right side. Strike inside. Bunton not happy about that one. Didn't like it. Nothing you can do, though. And just like that, Shrewsbury takes the lead. Harriman with the pitch. Foul down the left field line. That'll be out of play. Oh, 2 count here to Bunton. Hit between that gap again, between the shortstop and third baseman, and they'll hold up for a single. Shrewsbury just hitting it where they are not. That'll be a single for Bunton.
Fielder number 3, TJ Morgera.
So a leadoff single by Bonolo, a sac bunt with an error, another single by Chris Siciliano, a single by Tyler Hopping, a sac fly, and another single. Bases loaded, 1 out for Shrewsbury. As the second batter, TJ Morgera, steps up.
Ooh,
He whiffs on that one. Strike 2, 0-2 now.
swatting flies with that one.
Yep. The pitch, ball outside. Wyatt Harriman really hoping for that double play ball. The corners are up, so they're going to be going home, but the middle infielder is playing double play depth. That'll be blooped into right center. They won't be able to get that one. Tagging and sliding in there is Chris Wright, who started that with a bunt.
First baseman number 44, Matt.
And that'll be a base hit single for TJ Morgera. So 5 singles in this inning for Shrewsbury. And the big lefty, Matt Livingston, steps up to the plate, and the River Dogs will have a little conference as they've just given up a 1-0 lead. Give up 3 runs in the top of the second so far. You got to think they're worried right now, Paul. You got bases loaded and the 3 batter up. He K'd his last time up.
Number 3 hitter, yeah, and you know, they've got 3 runs in, and they just keep hitting these singles. Nothing, no big hits, no
Yeah.
gappers, just
base hits.
well-placed base hits.
And they're hitting it all over the field. Couple bloops to right center. Couple balls through that third and shortstop hole. And Livingston really trying to open it up. Takes a big cut there and fouls it off. It'll be 0-1. Wyatt Harriman from the windup. Another one fouled off. He gets ahead 0-2. See, my one thing, if I'm coaching, Paul, I don't like when a pitcher goes to the windup with guys on base and less than 2 outs. You know, you're giving those guys huge leads now. No ability to pick off at any bag. And that ball will be outside. Good waste. You know, now if a ball gets hit out, that guy from second's automatically scoring because they can't even hold him.
Corners are playing in.
Yeah, they'll be going home. Still trying to get that double play ball in the middle, though. That one's fouled off. Livingston staying alive. 1 and 2, 1 out. Bases loaded for the host team, Shrewsbury, Mass. We have seen one go out of right field. 3:13 down the line. That'll be ball low. 2 and 2 evens the count. The windup from Harriman. Fouled off again. Livingston not going down without a fight. You could tell he's the 3-hitter for a reason.
Interesting, all season long, I haven't heard the ping of a bat.
Yeah, with
And
that metal bat.
Now
yeah.
with the metal bat, that's all you hear is ping, ping,
Yep.
ping.
He fouls it off again, and we like to say that, you know, if a batter keeps fouling it off, it just benefits
Advantage
him.
hitter.
Yep.
Yeah, advantage
Advantage
hitter,
hitter.
because he's seen all the different pitches that are
How many
thrown.
times is he going to keep throwing strikes, Harriman? Eventually you have to throw a ball, and that one's ripped out to center field. Going back is the center fielder, Sam Economy, and he makes a great play, but they're going to tag up on the play here. Everybody tags up, and they're going to go from home, and he slides in. Wow, so that's going to be Chris Siciliano tags up from third to home. Tyler Hopping tags up from second base. And then Sean Bunton, hold on,
Designated hitter number 24.
2 RBIs on the sac
two
fly.
RBIs on the sac fly.
Yeah.
And the guy at first will move all the way to third on Sean Livingston's sac fly. And John West will step up. He fouls that one off to the left, 0-1.
Don't see that very often, do you?
Nope. That pitch will be on the outside corner for a strike, 0-2 now.
And it wasn't like the center fielder didn't, have an arm and toss it in and all that, but the runner that was at second base sprinted to the plate.
Yeah, and he just really, that's where it takes no talent to hustle,
That's very true.
And he just made that play all himself. But that ball by Livingston was struck. You got to think any other ballpark, if it wasn't 385 out in center field, that's out of here. Great block, though, by Adam Rush behind the plate. Got to give him some credit. He just blocked that one to save another run.
Actually, what we don't realize is how great a catch that was in deep center field.
Yeah, no, it really
For
was.
the out.
I thought he was beat. And that ball will be hit to the right side past the second baseman, and that'll score a run. That'll be an RBI single for John West as TJ Morguera comes in after he was sacked all the way from first to third. So Shrewsbury able to clear the bases, now take a 6-1 lead in the top of the second over the Maine River Dogs. And this looks like it's going to be it for Harriman.
It is it.
Because the coach is coming out for his second visit. They have to take him out now. So we'll let you know who the new pitcher is after these important messages.
Life in the military is one of service and sacrifice. And for some, that sacrifice is more than many of us can imagine. Please join with the American Legion in recognizing and supporting our wounded warriors and their families. Let's not allow them to be forgotten and left to fend for themselves. They deserve more. Sometimes just thank you isn't enough. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before, and when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
America, meet Greg Anderson, served 2 tours in Afghanistan, Bronze Star and Purple Heart recipient, and unemployed. The unemployment rate among transitioning service members is unacceptably high, much higher than the general population. Veterans are a proven commodity. They're mature, reliable, and hardworking, and they deserve a chance to get back to work after serving their country. Do you really want to honor a veteran? Hire one. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help.
Life in the military is one of service and sacrifice. And for some, that sacrifice is more than many of us can imagine. Please join with the American Legion in recognizing and supporting our wounded warriors and their families. Let's not allow them to be forgotten and left to fend for themselves. They deserve more. Sometimes just thank you isn't enough. Go to legion.org/honor.
Well, we're back here at Hanover Insurance Park as the pitching change is made. Charlie Spiegel will come on to pitch with a runner on. And Mike Bonolo, he started off the inning. He comes up to hit. He singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1 on the day. The lefty. There'll be a big hole on the right side as Nick Lorenzo holds the runner. Ball inside. 2-0. Spiegel trying to find a little rhythm here. He finally gets his first strike, 2-1. It's like you said.
That was a pretty ugly inning for Wyatt Harriman. He threw 32 pitches in that inning and still didn't get all the outs yet.
Now Spiegel hits Bonolo, so that'll be a hit by pitch. Moves John West to second as Chris Wright, who sack bunted his first time up and advanced on an error, comes up. He's 0 for 1. Or does a sack bunt? That doesn't even count.
It is a sack. Yes, it counts.
So it's 0-1.
It counts for an at-bat. Or I should say,
fouled off.
I should say no at-bat because it is a sacrifice. But he reached the base safely on the error by the throw.
That ball's ripped to left. It'll be lined out. That's Derek Gendro on the catch. And finally, the Maine River Dogs out of that inning. And we'll be heading into the bottom of the second. See if these Maine River Dogs can chip away at a 6-1 lead by the Shrewsbury, Massachusetts host team. We'll be back after these important American Legion messages.
Today, more than ever before, women are on the front lines of America's defense. These brave women struggle and sacrifice to help keep our country secure. They deserve to be recognized for their service as guardians of freedom. Please support the American Legion's efforts to serve the growing number of women veterans. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help. America, meet Greg Anderson, served 2 tours in Afghanistan, Bronze Star and Purple Heart recipient, and unemployed. The unemployment rate among transitioning service members is unacceptably high, much higher than the general population. Veterans are a proven commodity. They're mature, reliable, and hardworking, and they deserve a chance to get back to work after serving their country. Do you really want to honor a veteran? Hire one. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help. Today, more than ever before, women are on the front lines of America's defense. These brave women struggle and sacrifice to help keep our country secure. They deserve to be recognized for their service as guardians of freedom. Please support the American Legion's efforts to serve the growing number of women veterans. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help. America, meet Greg Anderson.
So we're coming back now. There's going to be a weather delay. At 7:40 now, they're going to put the tarp out, and this might be it for the rest of the game, as we had forecasts of thunderstorms and showers coming in Hanover Insurance Park. We'll let you know after this.